Okay, guys and girls, I have just completed season 6 of Cobra Kai part 1. Don't know why I did that, part 1. And I got a lot I want to say. I've got a lot I want to say with this part 1. So I'm going to preface this ahead of time. There will be spoilers. I'm going to be talking spoilers. So if you don't want to see spoilers, then please get out now. Now, I think it's a given that Robbie and Sam are going to win. I think it's now a given. And the reason why, and I've said this for months, everyone's so focused on the tournament and winning trophies, they don't realize how many characters and storylines the show needs to wrap up. You can't do that in a single tournament. That's just not how you can't. There's no amount of writing that allows you to do that. So in this case, I will say this, and credit to this comment right here. The downside of having so many characters, a lot of characters are going to get the short end of the stick in regards to the tournament. Now, what I'll do to go a step further, we don't know how part 2 is going to play out. I could be dead wrong. Maybe someone else does end up winning the Sekai Taikai. But I think it's a very high possibility that Robbie and Sam end up winning. Hawk's going to go down in the ring. And I want to give a massive shout out to Kevin, to Adrian, to Gian, and to Danny, because I watched it with them offline. And one thing that Danny brought up, and I actually agree with, Miguel may go out first. Here's why. Miguel's headspace is out of it. And we've seen with Cobra Kai again and again and again, when your head's not in the game and you're not focused, rap. And with the headspace that Quan is in, someone's getting dropped. Now, the reason why I think Miguel could go out first, or me and Danny were talking about this, it's just a theory. It doesn't mean this needs to happen. It's just a theory. Is it sets the tone immediately. And Kevin said it best. It raises the stakes. If Miguel is the first person to lose, what then happens to Dimitri or Hawk or Robbie even? They're like, hey, we've lost our best fighter. What? It raises the stakes to such a level where you're climbing a mountain, literally. So these 5 episodes were insane. What a great way to start the season. There's lots to take from this. I will also say that over the next couple of days, I'm going to be away with the family. So that will provide me a bit of Miyagi-Do time to reset in terms of life. But I will be doing a plethora of videos, most likely next week, on my thoughts on this as a whole. But I will say this, guys. It is so nice to have an actual villain. Now, what do I mean by an actual villain? I mean Quan. Quan is a legitimate villain, a legitimate badass. He doesn't care. He has no morals. He will do whatever he has to do. The way and again, spoilers, people. Exactly. This is it, Christian. If Miguel loses the Sekai Taikai like that, it sets him up for an even better win at the end of part 3, bringing it full circle back to where we started with Miguel. And I think something is way more in store for Miguel. If you look at, on the subject of Quan, if you look at the type of fighter Quan is, in the tournament, I reckon Robbie will have him. But it's not going to be without its flaws. Quan is going to injure that boy. And I think when it gets to a real fight outside of the tournament, no mercy, no rules, no morals. That's where Miguel needs to step in and save the day. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love, Sonny. No characters are protected. None. Anything can happen. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that they did that, because everyone's like, oh, so-and-so needs to do this or so-and-so needs to do that. It's like, no, just because you like the character doesn't mean that's what's good for the story. Now, is it a shame that not all of the characters are on the same page? Yes, it is a shame. But you know what's going to happen. The Sekai Taikai is going to play out. Characters are going to be in different dojos. Part 2 is going to finish, and the characters are going to come back together. And one thing that me and Kevin and Danny were discussing about is the Valley is unprotected. What's the one character that's in jail right now that has had no screen time. Silver. I think there's going to be an attack on the Valley. And that's where you bring Kenny and Anthony in and people like that, or even Sean, to save the day. Now, I want to give a huge mention to Peyton List, because when I tell you this girl acted her freaking bollocks off in the scene where her mum passes away, guys, on God, a really, really tragic scene. And Peyton absolutely destroyed that scene. She crushed it. And we were literally screaming at the screen, someone get in there and stop this fight, please, before she absolutely batters Sam. Can we please stop this fight now? Tristan, what's up, dude? The Robbie and Tori kiss scene with them saying, yeah. Do I think Tori's going to win? No, I think Sam will still win, just because with it being a global tournament, like, let's just put Cobra Kai out of business now. Like, come on, like, enough now. And I also want Sam to get a trophy as well. It's time. But I wonder what they're going to do with Miguel's character now since he lost to Robbie. Well, I'm glad that it happened, because for me personally, it's time Robbie got his flowers. He's never won a major fight. Oh, he won an eating contest. Wow. He won a prom fight. Wow. Like, no, give the boy a trophy. Like, for God's sake, like, stop finding ways to give everyone a participation prize. No, let's just get Robbie the damn trophy. Like, it's right there. And I do feel like now, if you don't give Robbie the trophy now, this is the biggest blue ball ever. Ever. You've literally said it. In the show, he's been runner-up twice in a row. Twice. Like, no more of this. And he's the captain now. Like, come on. And the thing is, even if Robbie wins the Sekai Taikai, right, he'll win, but it doesn't mean he's not going to be bloodied up. It doesn't mean he's not going to feel the weight and the guilt of leading a team when Miguel gets hurt or something, or Hawk goes down injured, or Dimitri gets hurt. He'll have to live with that. There's always a pro and a con to everything. But on the subject of Miguel, I don't know what they're going to do with him for part 3, because that's way ahead of time. For part 2, you need Miguel to take Quan's ass out. I'm talking outside of the tournament. Quan is on a path to destruction. This man is a menace. Outside the tournament, Quan is going to be on job, and he's going to hurt someone. And I feel like that's where Miguel will find that strength and kick his ass. No, I disagree. I don't think they ruin her arc. I think it's just not what I would have done. I like that the show is doing things that people aren't expecting. And it's not like it's doing shit that isn't earned. It's doing things that are just unexpected. There is subverting of expectations in there, but it's earned. It's earned. And I've always said the calm before the storm. Part 2 is where you'll see a lot of things come full circle. Yeah, that was a reveal and a half. Thoughts on the Miyagi storyline? Really good. I kind of like it. I like the fact that, you know, Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do essentially goes back generations. It's like the Jedi and the Sith. Like, it's been going on since these two dojos are destined to fight each other till the end of time. Like, it's no matter what tournament you're in, they're still going to fight each other. Plot armor save Robbie. No, I don't think it saved Robbie at all. I think plot armor was actually away from Robbie for once. But the thing is, like I said, even if Robbie wins, it's not going to be without his flaws. Especially with Miguel. This is what I'm saying. I think Miguel outside the tournament needs to kick Quan's ass, because I think Quan is going to destroy our dojo. All of them. Every single one of our kids is going down. Robbie will win, but like, Dimitri's going to get hurt. Hawk's going to get hurt. That will give Miguel the fire he needs to smack the shit out of him. Like, Quan and Miguel. I'm seeing it. Yeah, I don't think Quan and Tori are going to do that. They don't need to do all that shit. That's just, no, we don't need that crap. Mentality-wise, he's more like Season 3 Hawk, but his skills are of that of Miguel and Robbie. Now, when I tell you this man is a villain, he grabs the freaking dojo badge off and then smacks it into his teammate's face That's a menace. That's a villain. Finally, we have an actual villain in the show. Now, addressing Sensei Kim. Not Sensei Kim, but like Grandmaster Kim. How in the hell is this old fuck still alive? Like, before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to Kyla. If that is Kyla's exit, that's a good way to go out. That's a very good way to go out and wrap up his character arc. And I think it was very bittersweet, very wholesome, and the moment between him and Miguel was really great. I freaking love that. So if we're not to get any more Kyla, then that's a good farewell. But I really wouldn't mind seeing him in the valley if the fight is brought to the valley for one more fight. Kill Dimitri. Quan will kill everyone. Robbie somehow wins. Well, Robbie's going to win the whole thing anyway, but someone may get dropped. I will say this, though. Sensei Kim's, Grandmaster Kim, him being alive, that's what happens when a show goes on for 6 seasons. So I think we're at the point where it's time to really, have, what's it? Oh my God. It's time to really, hang on, I'm just getting a little notification on something. 1 second. I think my door's knocking. Hang on, people. Postman. Okay. Never mind. Mumsy's got it. It's all good. Yeah. So what was I saying? Sensei Kim's like Grandmaster Kim. Grandmaster Kim being alive. When I tell you, me and Kevin and Danny were and Adrian, we were all pissing ourselves at this guy being alive. The fact that he's alive is a miracle. And then the other fact that Kreese is bowing down to this guy, you can trip up. Like, I mean, Jesus, like, got to be careful. Now we're starting to really get into jump the shark territory. But hey, it's the final season. They're having fun with it. Why not? And I love that the season is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. And my boy Robbie finally got a win. Call me a fanboy. I don't care. It's about time Robbie got a win. Jesus Christ. But Kenny, yeah. You know what? Let's talk about Devon real quick. Let's talk about Devon. Devon, right? You're wrong for your behavior. She is wrong for that. That was a low blow. Me and the boys were not happy. While we were watching it, we were like, nah, you're doing too much. Like, you're doing way too much. And Kenny is not even, like, Kenny has no idea that she did it. So he's going to go straight after Anthony, and them two are going to duke it out again. And it's like, for God's sake, Yeah, I agree, Kevin. She needs to redeem herself now. She needs a redemption arc. Yeah, I love that scene. I love when he's like hearing it again and again and again. Always second, always second. I did say it. Yeah, I know. Miguel and Robbie are equals. I don't know why everyone gets so caught up on just because if Robbie wins, that means Miguel's inferior. They're equals. It's Goku and Vegeta. Goku's the leading man, but every once in a while, Vegeta gets the dub. Like, come on. And dare I say it, Robbie has lost 2 tournaments in a row. Come on. But yeah, like, I know she desires to be a champion, but how you do something is as important as doing it. And on God, Devon's little maneuver there was completely dishonorable. Very, very dishonorable. And I'm not a huge fan of that. And I really feel like, there's an element to this where we look at it and go, hey, there's more at foot here with what we're seeing, I really think all bets are off, guys. I really wouldn't be surprised. I'm streaming. Yeah, people can hear that. I don't care. People can hear that on the entire care. It's my channel. Come on. Dear, oh dear. Anyhow, Lord Almighty, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, no, I feel like it's just very satisfying to see Robbie get the dub. Like, you got to be lying to yourself if you don't feel like it's satisfying to see Robbie get some kind of dub. All right, I just need to make sure the audio is fine because there's. Hang on. 1 sec. Yeah, no, it's fine. There we go. It's all good. Yeah. What do you mean? The whole qualifiers was so weird and was so plot convoluting. Okay, I mean, this is the thing. This is going to be one of them things where not everyone's going to be satisfied. I do want to preface that not everyone's going to be satisfied. Exactly. They never really made the second place thing a thing. They always said runner up or whatever else, and that was it. They've really no. It's no. Now Robbie is winning it. Come on. I don't know about that. Yeah, Chosen will be back. He'll come back in part 2. I wouldn't be so sure. His head's not in the game. I mean, unless Robbie goes up against Quan first and loses, and then Miguel wins that way. But I just feel like you blue ball Robbie. Like, what message are we sending? I think maybe Miyagi went too far. I think Miyagi found the teachings of Miyagi-Do to give himself a different life. You know, maybe back in the day. No, I don't think so. I think that it's good they're getting it out of the way now because, you know, all everyone's talking about is the Sekai Taikai and who's winning it. It's like, no, there's too many plot lines and characters to tie up in a tournament. I think part 2 will be like season 1 and 4. Part 3 will be like season 5 and season 3. It doesn't mean that Miguel doesn't have his energy. You need him. It's Miguel. I saw that. Exactly. This is what I love. Part 3, mystery. No idea. Oh. That was needed. Thanks, Mom. That was needed. And that's the thing. I think there's going to be a real world fight. Forget the tournament. Well, I mean, Miguel was off track, but so was every other fighter when they lost or won. Like, Robbie got a dub. No matter what way you try and slice it, Robbie got a win. Finally. Now people can shut the fuck up. Give Robbie the respect he deserves for once. Well, but Miguel, like, just come on. Like, honestly, both sides of the coin get on my tits. I'm not entirely sure. I need to rewatch it This is all just my fresh thoughts after first watch. The captain's the one who competes in the finals. So, you know. He finally won. Hang on, let me go back to the episode. So it's basically, hang on. I did also, the fight scenes were freaking dope. And also, I had a reaction when I saw Cody in the background. Oh, God, I had a huge reaction. I was like, oh, my God, it's Cody. What do you think they'll do with Miguel? It's interesting. I'm really glad that I don't know, because that means there's something very good in store for him coming up. I trust in Miguel and what they've got going for him. Honestly, the scene with Robbie at the apartment complex, second place, second place, second place, second place. That's the mark of someone that's going to win. Now, the reason I say that is, remember Tori in the beginning of season 4, when she was smacking the hell out of the doll, who ended up winning? Yes, she cheated, but who ended up with the trophy at the end? Sometimes you get tired of being in someone else's shadow. But I want to find the real reasons. Hang on. Let me go back to the start of the episode. A focus Robbie is a dangerous Robbie. Yes, that's a quote from Danny. And the thing is, when Robbie was focused, I was like, yeah, Miguel, you're done. Now, the thing is, I wouldn't worry about Miguel or Robbie, okay? I think those two will be fine. Like, Robbie will have some injuries, sure. He'll probably win. Miguel will put in a good fight. Oh, dude, go watch it, man. Go watch it. Go watch it. Get out. Get out. Exactly. These characters are not defined by winning fights. Exactly. There's way more at play here. But I think Robbie, it's a necessary thing for Robbie to win it because his arc warrants it. It's the only thing that he hasn't done. It's the only thing that will give him a little bit more to go on, you know? All right, I'm just going to change the title of my live stream here. I'm just going to put spoilers in the thing up just so people don't give me shit. Just bear with me, guys. It's just so that way, even though it should be kind of unsaid, people are still stupid. I just want to cover my bases. Oh, well, don't stay in the stream. We're talking spoilers. We're talking spoilers. We're talking spoilers, Stuart. We're talking spoilers. Honestly, guys, I'm amongst all of it, right? I am so happy, so happy that we have an actual villain. I have an actual villain. We have an actual villain. I'm so happy. Quan is a genuine, legitimate badass. Like that, I wouldn't fuck with that dude at all. Right, what I need is to go back. It was in episode 4 it was revealed, wasn't it? The stakes for the captains. All right, hang on. Where is it? Was it the stake? Was it in episode 4? Trying to find out where the information was given. Was it at the start of episode 5? Was it at the start of it? I'm pretty sure it was the start of episode 5. Where is it? Trying to find the bit where they say about the captains and why they get chosen. Hang on. Come on. A lot of time skips. Trying to find it. Bear with me. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, honestly, the Cobra Kai geese are. I don't mind her character push. I just don't like what she was doing. The Cobra Kai geese look so good. Robbie is focused. He's unstoppable. We've been saying it for years. And this is the thing. If you blue ball, I swear, if you blue ball Robbie and you don't give him the Sekai Taikai, I'm going to mark the show down a star. Because you've blue balled him hard. You've set him up perfectly for a win. And his father's now. Come on. Now I'm just trying to find the info because I want to make sure I have all the facts before I lock in a decision. Before I lock in my thing. Hang on, because where is it? Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. I need to find the exact dialogue. Yeah. Where is it? I just need to find the dialogue. Bear with me, guys. Right. So it's basically whoever wins this is going to lead the team. That's one thing I know. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold up a minute. It's at the end of episode 3, isn't it? With the reveal on the tablet. And yeah, Tori's mum dying. That, I mean, I've said it for ages. I knew they were gonna do it. I just didn't know when, and they pulled that card. And Peyton's acting was just absolutely freaking stellar. All right, hang on. All right, there's only 6 of them. Okay, where's the bit of dialogue where it's like, guys, help me out here. I didn't really sleep much last night because of hype. What's the what did Robbie win for beating Miguel? What did he win? So he's the captain of the team, but there was one more bit of information that I'm missing. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Someone comment below. Oh, where is it? Right. Hang on. Male and female captains. They're not just the leaders of the team. They're the ones who will be fighting in the finals. Okay, yeah, so Robbie's winning then. All right, there you go. Okay, all right. There you go. That confirms it. Robbie will get the win. But how they get there, they're not going to get there unscathed. Like, they're going to be pretty brutally battered, if I'm going to be real. Yeah, I was saying this to Kevin and Danny earlier on. Episode 6 is going to start up with a flashback. It's going to cut to the tournament. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a moment where it flashes back, like say 8 hours prior or something. And then you're going to see a training montage. Yeah, I will say, I didn't say this earlier on, but I would prefer the Sekai Taikai to look grander than what it does. But, you know, it's probably just grander in terms of televised. I will say this, watching Dimitri and Hawk fight it out the way they did, I'm not gonna lie, I almost shed a tear, man. Like, I think when you are Dimitri, right? And honestly, my heart was in my mouth when Yasmin came to talk to him. I was like, don't you dare break up with him. My heart was legitimately in my mouth. I think when you look at the character of Dimitri and the level of progression he's had since the start of the show to where he is now, man, it's something. It really is. And to see him and Hawk go at it like that, and you know, to Hawk have all these promises of not, you know, for them to have their childhood dream of going to somewhere, and then your friend all of a sudden turns to you and says, you know, have you considered Hawk might just be a spy? I've also considered that, you know, Amanda's going to break up with Daniel, but, you know, Jesus Christ. But yeah, honestly, what a pure 5 episodes. And shout out to Sean, because not only did this guy get involved, but this guy right here was the first person to suss out that those guys were good people. And that's the older brother in him. He knew. The world tournament arena in DBZ. It's a good reference. Also, can we appreciate the fact, right? This man, John Kreese, walked into the freaking forest and the cave like he was on the caves of Dagobah. Like, on God. Like, he's walking in there, right? He's going into the cave. Me and Kevin are watching it. And we're like, this is like Luke in Empire Strikes Back. He's going to fight like a version of himself or something, guaranteed. And what ended up happening was he ended up fighting his demons and fighting a snake and then fighting Johnny. I'm like, this is like straight out of Star Wars. Like, It's crazy. Splitting into 3 parts really hurt part 1. I'm sorry, but part 1 was a mess. Okay, that's that's fair. I mean, I don't agree, but tell me more. Why do you think this way? And I also always want to say, guys, that just because we may not agree, it doesn't matter. It's a place for conversation and for growth. So share. Yeah, I think he's fully out for blood, but there's going to be a moment post tournament that brings it full circle. Kenny and Sean seeing Miguel and Robbie versus Sean, I thought it was very underwhelming. They were holding back. If they wanted to lay Sean and Kenny out, they would have. Oh yeah, he killed him. Next snap. The Sean versus Miguel, pretty underwhelming. But others, yeah, like it was an all right fight. I wanted to see a bit more, but it was an all right fight. It was an all right fight. Not one of my favorites, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it nonetheless. What do you think Silver will do? I think Silver is sitting in the sidelines watching all of the chaos ensue. Didn't like rehearsing the previous motives. Even you mentioned like 1,000 times in your videos, every single time. It's misunderstanding and the cycle. Do you know what? Actually, that actually just touched my heart a little bit. I'm glad someone listened to what I said for what. I appreciate that. And shout out to Display Pick, by the way. Burn it down. The cycle goes on every season, but from a different point of view. I know. I get that. And that's my one gripe is I don't like that we're rehashing some of the same shit again. No, don't get out of here. If you ain't seen it, get out. Do you think Mike will come back in part 2? Yeah. And the thing is, they actually have shaky cam in the fights. They have shaky cam in the fights. Unlike Kenobi, they actually use it well. Film class 101. Keep the camera still. Hey Lisa, what's up? Quan's fight was the on God. Quan had the best fight so far. Miguel and Robbie's was nice, but Quan's was on. I love Quan's. One was so good. When do you think Hawk is getting that long, blue long mohawk? During the tournament when shit goes down. Do you think Tori is irredeemable? No. She's just been dealt a bad hand, and I feel like the girl can't catch a break. Learn about Kreese's pain with losing Betsy and how he's never gotten over it. That'd be nice. Yeah, the drama and the bickering unnecessarily. Cultural stuff. The poot stuff is not my... Yeah, they didn't really need to do that, but Devon's wrong for that, man. Yeah, he a G. So basically, me and Kevin were discussing that while everyone's away at the Sekai Taikai, Mike, Sean, Anthony, and Kenny will have to hold down the fort if Silver does anything. So they're basically the defense of the valley. They're protecting the valley. Just, I think, someone that can move her and push her and motivate her, I think, and channel her shit in the right direction. She's basically got a Robbie season 4 arc going on. Peyton List killed it. She really did. The other 2 fighters are. I'm not sure. Probably just randoms. Yeah, I agree. I would have had Mike participate in it, but we got where we got. If there's one thing I want to share, I'm going to just be very careful with this. Bear with me a minute, guys. Bear with me a minute. There is one shot that I want. I'm not going to say it's copyright nightmare, but I'm going to play the one shot that left me with a fucking chill and a goosebump. Where is it? Just need to find it. Give me a second. Honestly, guys, I can't tell you how much I love Quan's character. I'm so happy. Thing is, the reason why Quan is such a great character is every other character has a moral gray compass or does the right thing. Does Quan? Hell no. Quan literally said, I don't care. Like, Quan is on job. On job. Nah. Yes, he did. Yeah, Mike's a hired gun. It's Johnny Lawrence. I've always said Johnny Lawrence is better. always. But, you know, is what it is. Right. The moment here that was absolutely freaking killer, right? Let me just do that to avoid copyright. Where is it? The moment right here. This moment, I tell you, when I got freaking chills. I got absolute chills seeing them walk in with their gis, doing this. Honestly, we've got villains. We have actual villains. I'm so happy about it. That's BS. Robbie had no business beating Miguel. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The butthurt reactions are coming in. I know. Let him be butthurt. It's Robbie's time. Go cry about it. Like, Jesus Christ. If all you care about for a character is a trophy win, you've got a very basic level of fan appeasement. Miguel has way more going for him. And honestly, the type of character Quan is, you think this guy's going to stop at a trophy? No. Robbie may win the trophy, but it doesn't mean this guy here is going to stop and hold back. This guy's going to be on job. Quan is a legitimate, certified badass. No, right. So I don't think he looks down on Johnny at all. I think it's just he idolizes Miyagi so much. Exactly. Thank you, Marion Terrell. He idolizes Miyagi so much so that he's unable to kind of look at anything else beyond what he saw of Miyagi, and any kind of impeachment on that or any kind of hinderment on that, it ruffles his feathers. You know, I think he looked down on Johnny in previous seasons, definitely. But I think it's more of just the fact that now Miyagi's no longer with him. Every time he learns something about Miyagi, every time he learns something new, Miyagi isn't there to justify that story. And it feels like you don't know the person that you were with. It's like Harry Potter and Dumbledore, when, Aberforth said to him, you didn't know what he was like. And then Harry was like, I had no idea. And it's like, you never knew what he was like back in the day. It does, and Harry's like, I trusted the man that I knew. It's sort of hard to accept for Daniel's, in Daniel's case, the person he idolized in terms of Mr. Miyagi being his best friend and, being such a sweet man, having a dark past. Even the original trilogy, referenced that as well. But what I will say is the constant questioning is getting kind of annoying, and just loosen up a little. Just chill, I was left confused. Chosen went back to Okinawa. They alluded to it with the phone, but they didn't really make it clear. So I think it's one of them ones where we just kind of have to go, okay, he probably just went back home. Honestly, these gis are sick, and having the Cobra Kai logo be spelled in the language, oh my God. Did you watch the recap? They showed more clips of part 2. No. But I'll check that out off stream so I don't get copyrighted. Oh man, I've got a shitload of videos to plan. Now, for people, just to be fair, because people have lives, I'm not going to be uploading any Cobra Kai videos on this. So tonight and tomorrow, to give people enough time to watch it. Anything spoiler related. In terms of next week. In terms of next week, I'm going to have one probably every freaking day, I've already got so many that I want to talk about. And I really want to touch upon the fact, can we appreciate that if that is Kyla's final scene in Cobra Kai, what a way to go out, man. What a way to go out. Bitch, don't you know I know karate? Miguel was 2.0 on Robbie, but when he saw Tori, he got energy. Yeah, no. Robbie was on job. Said it before, a focused Robbie, you're not beating him. A focused Robbie is not losing. It's when he's unfocused, that's his problem. Yeah, no, it happened though. November. Well, luckily though, it is July, so August, September, October, it'll fly by. And you got me to keep you happy until then. Seriously, I'm so tired of people having to... Exactly! Thank you, Darius. Thank you. I'm so sick and tired of any time Robbie gets anything, someone has to go, but what about Miguel? Go away. Let Robbie have a moment. Let him have it. Shit. Does this happen to Hawk? No. Does this happen to Dimitri? No. Does it happen to Sam and Tori? No. It's always Robbie. Leave the boy alone. Fucking hell. Oh, he kicked Miguel over the railing. It was like 4 seasons ago. Stemming from a father who abandoned him his whole life. Like, come on. Let it go. He's more than made up for it. Miguel smacked the living daylights out of him. He's more than made up for it. He went to Mexico to go get him back. Jesus. And he'll probably get bodied in this tournament once he wins as well. Do you see a scenario in which Miyagi-Do actually loses? No, I don't. Not this time. Not this time. I think get the tournament out the way. I think there's way more going on than the tournament. And I like this. I like that we don't know. I really like that we don't know. It's so great. I don't need to see anything of part 3. Keep it a mystery. Yep, they removed the release date. It's like the show forgot Hawk won an All Valley. They've forgotten about that seasons ago. They forgot that in season 5. It didn't even feel earned in season 4. Kenny and Anthony. Yeah, the thing is, it's not necessarily about the trophies they win. It's about the headspace, the mentality. You know what vibe they're in. Like, that's why Robbie won the fight against Miguel. A long time coming. A long time coming. I'll fight anyone that disagrees with me on that. Give me an actual reason. It's been a long time coming. Oh, that means that Robbie will lose the Sekai Taikai now. No, you would be blue balling that boy so hard if you... Go away. I don't know if you can hear the police sirens. You would be blue balling that boy so hard if you don't give him that trophy. Kim Sung Young. Yeah, it's a miracle that mofo's alive. That right there is ridiculous. How the hell is he still alive? What if you got Brooks. Agreed. Fuck off, Captain. Yeah, so like it's like Robbie wins, he's captain, he's fighting in the final. Come on, it's his time. The spoilers yeah, Hawk was good. Last good. Yeah, I agree. So I said the other day, his last good season was season 3. Season 4, he barely did anything, and season 5, he was just kind of there, you know? So I really want there to be more for Hawk going forward, and I feel like there will be, and I think it's going to be so linked to Dimitri. And I really hope they don't... I want to preface this ahead of time. Do I think they'll kill off a kid? No. But there is a certain kick that Quan did when we first were introduced to him, where he smacked that board in pieces. Someone's getting dropped. And this is a Rocky IV type of tournament. Hawk is donning the red, white, and blue. What happened to Apollo in Rocky IV? Drago smacked him straight in the face, right? Apollo lands on the floor and has a seizure while he's dying. And his body shakes because of the headshot. So, yeah. Mentoring Kenny, exactly. There you go. You see? We love Miguel. I love Miguel to pieces. I just feel like Miguel, his story warrants way more than the Sekai Taikai to me. I feel like they've been alluding to that for 3 seasons. The Eternal Youth Elixir. Well, the thing is, it's funny you mentioned that, Stuart, because while me, Kevin, and Danny were watching it, we said that with the recontextualization of Miyagi having that dark past, it makes sense why he related to Julie Pierce the way he did. And I think that sets the stage for her to come in perfectly. I think she'll come in now. I think she'll come in. Probably part 3. She'll come in. Yeah, it's going to be bloody. It's going to be Robbie and Quan beating the shit out of each other. Chosen one. Nice. Sup, Brady? Daniel is a fool. He caused Tori a betrayal, not addressing her needs in that moment. Everyone deals with things in different ways, and I think the show has taught us many times that everyone's style, your style isn't for everyone. Dimitri, he'll get hurt. Yeah. Maybe. Finals, it was just a point system, but it switched to a UFC cage fight. Oh. Yeah, I will say this. This has been something that's been pissing me off for a while now, and I don't want... Once the Sekai Taikai is over, I don't want to see this shit anymore. I am so tired of Johnny and Daniel's bickering. it's to the point where it's not even funny anymore. It's just annoying. Like, can we stop it? Yeah, I don't know. Tori's not like that. I think that would be out of character. I think Tori's just more looking for Kreese. Looking for Kreese and looking for guidance. So much guilt. Yeah. Yep. But he'll be back. Emotions have been understandable this season, but Johnny isn't. Yeah, both of them are like children. Take away the point system, Quan will pack Robbie up. Based on what the show tells you. Once again, based on what the show tells you. The information the show gives you is what you can see. You're not able to like see beyond what you're told. Tori was going to join as soon as Kreese showed up. No, I was glad when she refused his manipulation. But once her mother passed, I was like, ah, shit. I honestly thought it was going to be Devon. So, Boxiest? Not sure. Yeah, I thought Sam would win as well. It makes sense for Sam to be the captain too, regardless of Tori's arc. That's the thing. I don't like Sam's character at all. She's like one of the least interesting characters to me. I can still sit here and say she should be captain and should win the Sekai Taikai. See what happens when you remove your bias. Hang on. Nah, I disagree. I think it's time to end it now. And if it's like a death match, then, man, Hawk and Robbie are going to need to be on job. And Miguel, the three of them. Yeah, that's the thing. The cast is just too big. Based on what the show told you. So basically, per the comment above about Quan would pack Robbie up, a.k.a. Quan gets a cool scene. Oh, he's going to kick Robbie's ass. That kind of thing. I wasn't talking to you, Stuart. You remember Dutch? He was so cool. I like that reference. Yeah, no, Sam was going to win. But the problem is that Tori was not in the headspace for it. She was going to absolutely, like, someone had to interject and stop that fight. I'm so glad. We were screaming, telling someone to stop the fight before Sam gets her head taken off. I'm sorry. Like, we've been with Robbie for 5 seasons. You know how good that boy is. Come on. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Mr. Han is the son of Mr. Oh my god. Are they going to do a retcon to retcon Mr. Han into the Miyagi lore? I think Sam should still get it. You know, as much as it would be great to see Tori win it, I think Sam should still have it. Yeah, Johnny was really toxic, in my opinion, for the first few episodes. I appreciated his motivation, but his techniques, not the one. Not the one at all. It got the result. Jesus. Quan can definitely kick Robbie's ass, but I'm sure... Fuck that. Robbie will kick his ass too. They'll kick each other's asses. That's what fighters do. It's such basic fan discussion. Oh, he'll kick his ass. It's like, they'll both kick each other's asses. If you watch, we learn nothing from the show. Yep, we're going to miss it. We are in the end road. And the thing is, to address the complaints that people have with season 6, right? I will say this. This is what happens when you drag on a show beyond its welcome. This is what happens when you drag on a show and don't give it an ending. How you end it is as important as ending it. Do you want Return of the Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? Yeah. Yeah. I'd say Miguel. I thought it was all right. I have no issues with it. I think it was right. I love Mike, but he's a hired gun. I think Johnny's potential has always been better. I would love a Sensei division. That would be so nice. Stop commenting the same thing. Yeah, he will. Robbie's going to beat Quan at the end. This is how stories work. Yes, it is. But it doesn't mean... I feel like Quan is going to beat Robbie and he'll go on to fight Miguel. You're going to blue ball Robbie so hard if you do that. I feel like, nah, just let Robbie have his time. Come on. It's time. Let him have his time. The reason why people don't want to let him have his time is because it's this comment right here. Let him have his time. Just let him have it. God's sake. Poor kid. Freaking hell, he never gets a win, ever. Oh, but you should be grateful. Nah, fuck that shit. No. Go and get your trophy. For once. Win on the grandest stage of them all. It's time. Frog! Right. That... there you go. Robbie and Sam. He went back to Okinawa. Sensei division. I have no idea. I really have no idea. Who do you think is the top fighter Jacob T's Hawk will knock out of the tournament? Unless he knocks out Quan. Never know. You never know. If you can't win an All Valley, how are you going to win the Sekai Taikai? I'm not even going to address that comment. I'm not even going to address that comment at all. I don't need to. I really don't need to address that. We're not watching the same show. I don't know. I disagree. I think, yes, Quan has impact, but just because he's villainous and he has a menacing scene, it doesn't mean it's completely a landslide. Let's not forget the type of fighter Robbie is. Being a Hawk fan these days is hard. Yep. Oh, I hate this. Hawk hasn't been nerfed. Jesus Christ. Hawk hasn't been nerfed at all. It's not a video game. Hawk's head's not in it because he's distracted with his best friend. He's fighting with his brother. Like it. The reason why Miguel left the tournament, not just because of his back, his heart wasn't in it. The reason why Robbie lost focus and didn't beat Eli, because Kenny was distracting him because of his influence and whatever else. There's reasons why things happen. Yep. Robbie wants this more. Come on, his personal reasons. And also, not to mention the fact, right? You want me to go a step further? His girlfriend's just been taken in by the rival. You've just made it. How much more personal can you make it for Robbie to win? Come on. Like, Jesus. Yeah, it's not a game. I hate the word nerfed. Applies to video game characters. It's not synonymous with Karate Kid characters. Jesus Christ. Such basic discussion. In a badass kid. Yeah, he'll get a moment. Everyone will get a moment. I think everyone needs to be kind of aware that not everyone is gonna have a moment, you know? I mean, fulfilling it. Not everyone is gonna be satisfied, if you know what I mean. Exactly. Thank you, Incarnation. He said it best. Quan is sick, but any fighting movie or show ever, tough boy until he breaks down energy. When you break his shell, it's over. It's the same arc that Tori had. You'll have enough skills to kick all of our asses. What if Dimitri? Oh, well, then Quan's killing him. When Robbie is focused and balanced, exactly. I'm sorry, Robbie's level of focus. I don't care if it pisses people off. Robbie deserved to win that fight. Yeah, that was really sweet. Why can't people just be happy for Robbie? Oh my God. Yeah, it's gutting. Man. Yeah, if he fights him, then Jesus Christ. Like, rap isn't even believable. Stay mad. That's all I'm going to say. Just stay mad. Stay mad. That's That's all I'm gonna say. Stay mad. I don't need to address it. It is believable. He's the only fighter that's ever gone toe to toe with him. He did season 1's All Valley with one arm against both him and Hawk. He was the best fighter in Cobra Kai season 4. The only reason that they had any chance of a threat if it wasn't for Silver paying off the ref. Come on. Thank you. Just let Robbie have his flowers. Fuck's sake. Good Lord. It's like, oh, my house is on fire. Oh, but what about this? The houses over here. No, my house is on fire. Stop invalidating me. Yeah, Dimitri will be a goner. There is no future of Cobra Kai. It's the end of the show. The best Robbie Miguel round. I still think that fight in season 5 is still my favorite. I love that one. I like that. I like that. I like that quote. Enter the Dragon. See, if you watch martial arts movies, you'd know why Robbie needs to win it, but people don't. They just watch it because it's on Netflix. Me too. He didn't get destroyed. This is what I hate. Just because he lost, oh, he got owned. It's not believable. It's like, you guys have never been in a real fight. I'm just calling it what it is. If that's how you base it on a point system, like that's, come on. Or you like watch boxing, watch actual real sports. Shit. Then you'll see someone get absolutely destroyed. I hate to throw real world stuff in there, but it really annoys me. Yeah, this is the other thing. If Robbie loses, his head won't be in it because his girlfriend's now over there. So, you know. Tanner made a focus. Robbie is unstoppable. I mean, I'm just saying. Come on. If there was any reason for Robbie to win it, his girlfriend has just gone to the rival. Come on. It's right there. Either you don't see it or you're choosing not to. Like, come on. Bit of season 2. Oh, I'll have to check it out. That's the thing. Everyone thinks because Miguel hurt his back, like, that means he lost. No. I mean, I think Miguel still has loads of fuel in the tank. It's just, I think, come on. Just let him have it, guys. Let him have it. Come on. No, I'll tell you why they're mad. They're mad because their precious character got... Guys, like I said in my stream last night, when Robbie first entered this show, I hated his guts. I hated his guts. And I've said also, I don't like Sam LaRusso at all. She's cool, but out of all the characters, she's probably my least favorite. And even I'm saying she should win the Sekai Taikai. Come on. Exactly. Thank you, J Talks. Thank you. Not even worth my time. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate you, bro. As of this moment, guys, we're on 7,832. I was thinking the same thing. Robbie will lose because he can't focus his girlfriend's on the other side. Maybe. But if they've done that, they blue balled him hard. Thank you. Thank you, Terrence. Miguel deserves a win that's not a tournament. Something where he saves someone's life or something like that. Like, Jesus. 1A and 1B. Enough of this bullshit, man. Fucking hell. Just let Robbie have it. God's sake. My goodness gracious me. I know, it's silly. It never fails to amaze me. It's so annoying. Even by people that say, oh, I like Miguel, but, you know, Robbie's great. But if Robbie wins, what can we do for Miguel? It's like, now, you see what you're doing there? You see what you're doing there? See what you're doing? Narcissism. Kevin says, I'm going to check off now. Take care, Kevin. Get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. That was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that. Comment of the year. Robbie got hoed seasons 1 to 5. Bro, let him have it. Just let him have it. For God's sake. I mean, hell, if anything, you know, the thing is, though, the reason he lost to Dimitri wasn't like he lost because he's the weaker fighter. He lost because he was... When you're bickering with your friend and your heart's not in the game, it's going to affect you. Exactly. Miguel isn't going to always win everything. Thank you. He even says it with the Miguel display picture. Come on. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about other stuff. Forget Robbie and Miguel for a second. Robbie's going to win it. Boom. Leave it there. Done. Nice. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Gail Bedecker. No. Let's talk about... just before I wrap up, because I need a bit of breathing. You're giving Robbie the Bronny James treatment. It's not believable. It's a film. It's a TV show. It's fiction. It's a TV show. It's fiction. Fiction. A request. Let's do a poll. I'm not doing that poll. No way. It's just I want to get off of it now. But I wouldn't have minded, though. It would have broken some peace. It would have been fun to see. Probably about an 80-20. You're going to be looking goofy when Robbie loses. Well, if Robbie is to lose, I'm not going to get butthurt about it because I know that they're going to execute it well. And there's going to be a story treatment that does pay his arc off. They are very aware that he's lost twice. You're not writing the show. They are. I'm a fan of the show, and I'm also an actor. I star in these things. It makes sense for Robbie to win because from a character arc and a narrative perspective, that's what you do. That's how you pay off a fulfilling arc. Do you want Return of the Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? Oh, but I'm Rey Skywalker. Get that shit out of here. Like, that's what we'll be doing if you cut Robbie. Come on now. Enough. Jesus Christ. You know what? Just cry more. Cry more. Freaking hell. Honestly, I feel like doing the Kylian Mbappe. Go cry. Robbie was always going to win one stage or another. I guarantee you if he won in season 4, you'd be saying the same thing. Bro, Robbie isn't going to win Miguel or Quan is. Why would Quan win? What? It's the final season. Why would Quan win? That makes no sense. No. Someone's butt hurt. All right. I'm not fucking playing around with this whole ass shit. Hold on a minute. I'm not playing around with this. It's just Jesus Christ. Are we really arguing? That's because people love drama. If people like that were writing the show, Sam and Tori would still be having problems because Quan is more skillful. Oh my God. They don't know how storytelling works. Jesus fucking Christ. This show needs to end. The show needs to end. Jesus, this show needs to end. You guys don't. Some people don't deserve this show at all. Yeah, I kind of like it. I really feel like it's not as fun as it used to be, but you know. Well, that's the thing. Is because there's so many characters, guys. That's the thing. There's so many characters. Season 7, so Quan will not win. Exactly. Like what? What? If Cobra Kai win the Sekai Taikai, right? That's like putting McDonald's out of business. How are you going to do that? Then you're jumping the shark in 50 levels. No. Yeah, Devon is way out of pocket. Yeah, no, Andrew Hack said it best. I think we're missing the point of the show. See, even every now and then, I need someone to center me. Tori's arc. Let's talk about Tori's arc. Just let Robbie have his moment. Enough about that. Let's talk about Tori. Tori's arc this season. Every season, she goes from strength to strength in terms of me rooting for her and investing in her. But Peyton List's acting, oh my God. I don't even have the words to describe her performance. On God. Amazing. And when she screamed that her mother had died, I just... I just, you know, Stuart, come on, bro. Dick. When she screamed her mother had died, it was a very heart-wrenching scene, and to see the reactions of everyone all at the once was very, not just moving, but it was devastating. And I've said since season 3 that plug had to be pulled ages ago, in the sense of, it maybe sound like a bloody monster. I think, you know, there is a certain Chekhov's gun, which is, look it up, it's a film term. When you introduce a gun, get ready to fire it, basically. They introduced her mum to die. They set it up, and now they've done it. And she literally walked in as her mum was on the floor. That, honestly, that right there, it's heartbreaking. World champions has to mean Sekai Taikai, so Kreese actually cared. So it's done purpose. Yeah, I think they're getting it out of the way. I think part 3 is where the real fun stuff happens. Everyone's like, oh, the Sekai Taikai. I think part 3 is where it's going to be at. I think it'll be the first 3 episodes. Training in the first episode, and then tournament in 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10 will be the aftermath, and then part 3 will be wrapping up everything. Do you think the tournament will get dark? Yes. Yes, it will. I would be so concerned for the kids. I really would. First, and they closed up on Tori's mum's fist. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, me and Kevin were like, did Kreese have something to do with this? Don't tell me they did that. Luckily, no. I know every kid just goes, it's like everyone's constantly living a Spider-Man 2 arc. Yeah, I really like Kyla's growth. Bitch, don't you know I know karate? MVP of part 1? Oh, Tori. Like, in terms of, like, character arc. Increase needed a female champ. Yeah, it was either going to be her or Devon. I thought... sorry. And this is how good the writing is. I really thought they were alluding to it being Devon. I think it's to get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Exactly. Anthony got a bloody nose. Miyagi's headband. Someone's going to get their head taken off. Will Terry Silver come back at the end of part 2? Calling it now. Oh. When you lose a parent, unless you have good people around you, you can end up going down a dark path. Tori felt she had no one that could understand her and her emotions all over the gaff. Stuart just said it best, people. Just said it best. Much love, sunshine. He said it best. Yeah, they'll get married eventually. Yeah, they are. They really are. Everyone's so focused on power scaling, though. It's annoying. I'll wrap up in about, I'd say, 2 minutes, guys, by the way, because I want to get some videos recorded. Well, I'm going to have a rest, rewatch the show, and then I'm going to get some videos recorded for next week. Next week. So then that way they're ready to be uploaded while I'm away. 82 viewers. Let's go. Kenny and Anthony are about to be rivals after the events that happened. Again. Yeah, I've given reasons as to why that is, but he's got to get out of his own head. He still does that same thing that he does, and it's kind of annoying sometimes. I mean, I thought Dimitri was going to get the symbiote. Bro's enlightened now. I really found that scene funny where Brooks is like, yeah, I had to get new teeth. Yep. You have no idea. Honestly, I don't think the Sekai Taikai is going to last more than 2-3 episodes. But you have no idea what's going to happen in it. That's what's so great about it. I'm actually glad that we don't know, even if I'm wrong. Like, this is the thing. Even if I'm wrong, I like being proven wrong because you get something good, as long as it's executed well. Yeah, they'll do that in part 3. That's what part 3's for. Having your corner, Kreese or Silver? Oh, good question. Do you want someone that motivates you to be your best fighter, or do you want someone to ensure victory? And they're both gonna. The thing is, Kreese will ensure you win. He'll make sure you win, but you'll lose yourself. Silver will make sure you win, but you'll cheat. So either way, you're screwed. I think what will happen is episode 6 will open up, right? It will open up, and then there will be like an 8 hours earlier flashback. I'm sorry, how is Kim's grandfather still alive? This man is he's an old man, you know? How? I mean, yeah, yo, that flip that they did that went hard. I'm literally going to rewatch the show like as soon as I get off the stream, and I'm going to plan out videos. If Hector comes back too, I swear, dude, he will. Part 3, calling it now. The years you can put it. Yeah, we need some more clarification. I love John Kreese's arc thus far. Guys and girls, I'm going to wrap it up there for today. I've been currently sat here for about 4 hours, and I've just done a stream straight afterwards. I know we've all got our mixed feelings on Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. Anything I have said in this live stream going forward is merely just theory and speculation. I could be absolutely dead wrong. There is no guarantee what I'm saying happens. No guarantee whatsoever. But we're enjoying this journey. Let's all enjoy this journey one final time. Rewatch the shit out of these next 5 episodes for the next few months. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Revel in it. And at the end of the day, right, let me extend one olive branch, okay? We love this show, okay? I would much rather us be in situations where, you know, we're in situations where we're debating about what character deserves a trophy versus this story is shit. Like, I'd rather be in that situation. So count your blessings, people. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Good times, good vibes. See you later, Tristan. You two Incarnation. See you later, Lisa. See you later, Nightfall. See you later, Animating Gamer. See you later, Croft. See you later, Stewski. I don't know. I don't think Johnny will die. Nah, he needs to protect his family. I will see you all in another video or stream very, very soon. I might do a stream tonight with a couple of the guys if they're around, but I will be uploading a small review tonight in video form, and then not the following day, but starting from next week. So basically Sunday evening, there will be videos uploaded based on these 5 episodes. All right. Peace out, team. See you later, gamer. Take care. See you later, Ruben. All right. Part 2 is about to be crazy.